Mushoku Tensei is considered by many to be one of the best isekai anime of all time, and some even consider it to be one of the best animes ever. Now I agree that it's a really good show, but honestly, it's just a typical isekai. Hello everybody, this is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to another video. And yes, I just said that Mushoku Tensei is a typical isekai. Now before this video starts, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this. And honestly, I know a lot of people are probably going to be questioning why I think that. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now before I officially start this video, I have 3 points that basically prove my point. And throughout the video, I'll basically explain them. Now to actually help explain my point, I have 3 isekai anime that I think could help with this. And that is Re:Zero, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and The Rising of the Shield Hero. And now, let's get on to point 1. So the first point that I have is that the main protagonist is transported into another world. Now I know a lot of people know that isekai means this, but some people mistake certain anime for isekai. If the main protagonist is not transported into another world, then it's not an isekai. Now, the 3 anime that I chose, including Mushoku Tensei, all have a character either transported into another world or reincarnated into another world. But certain anime don't really have this. For example, Danmachi is often mistaken as an isekai, even though the boy was born and raised in that world. He was not transported into that world from another world, he was just born in there. And another one is Sword Art Online. Now the character is transported into a video game world, but not in a way where it seems like he can't come back. And also, the video game world is a man-made world. So it's not created by some other god or was a video game created by someone and then he died and got transported into that video game. In this one, people were trapped in a game, but they just couldn't find a way out. All they were doing was basically living their lives in that game until someone was able to find a way to get them out. And even then, people still consider it an isekai. I just don't, because, like I said, the characters were trapped in there and they weren't really transported. It was still technically a video game and they would have died if they left the game. So yeah, that was basically point 1. So my second point is that the main protagonist is overpowered in some way. Now the one thing that people should actually know is that you can be overpowered and not be the strongest person in your series. And in these 4 isekai, they are definitely not the strongest person in their series. In Re:Zero, Subaru can come back from death, but he's still not the strongest person at all. In the slime isekai, Rimuru is very powerful, but there are still people stronger than him. In The Rising of the Shield Hero, Naofumi was given a powerful artifact, but so was the other 3 heroes. And in Mushoku Tensei, Rudeus was able to learn things from a very young age, but one of the most iconic moments that people really know of from the series is when he basically died by somebody else. So obviously these people are very strong. They have abilities that nobody in the show really has. But they're still not the strongest person, because there's always somebody who's either physically more powerful or magically more powerful. And yeah, that's basically the end of my second point. So my third and final point is the main protagonist has a harem of some kind. Now honestly, the big thing that I should say is that it doesn't have to be romantic, you know. They could have like a ton of people admire them, but all these isekai that I've mentioned all have a harem of some kind. Now in Re:Zero, Subaru has Amelia, Rem, and Petra. Now this is just basically me trying to include this one in here, but that's technically a harem, so I'll keep it in. Like I said, in the slime isekai, Rimuru has his town. They all admire him and basically think of him as a god. The Rising of the Shield Hero, Naofumi has Philo, Raphtalia, and Melty. And in Mushoku Tensei, Rudius has Selfie, Roxy, and Eris. So all of these basically have a harem, whether it be a group of people that really admire them, or it be romantic interests. But honestly, most of them, it's mostly just the romantic interests. Now before I actually end this video, I just want to ask one thing. Is Mushoku Tensei a typical isekai? Yes it is. Is it a bad show? No. Are the other shows typical isekais? Yes. Are they also bad? No. Even though these shows are typical isekais and they match the points that I give, they themselves are not bad shows. Each of them has something unique that makes them different from other isekais. ReZero may be a typical isekai, but the reason why people like it is because the struggle that Subaru is going. Every time he dies, he must find a way to actually solve the problem at hand. Even though that time I got reincarnated as a slime is a typical isekai, the one thing that I really like about it is the small politics that he does, making trade deals with other kingdoms and other nations and whatnot. Even though the Rising of the Shield Hero is a typical isekai, the one thing that makes it unique is how mature it is. It's very dark compared to other isekais. Mushoku Tensei is a typical isekai, but what makes it so unique is the fact that its world building is so grand, to the point where you want to know more about this world, its history, the different cultures, even learn about the languages that the author made. So even though these shows are very typical, honestly they're very good on their own right. Now the real reason you're probably wondering why I made this video is because you clicked on it. This was gonna get you to click on my video, and I know I'm right because you're watching this right now. So honestly, I'm the true winner here. You may comment down below all the stuff like, oh, Mushoku Tensei is not a typical isekai, but honestly, you clicked on the video, it got me views. That's why I made this video. And that is the end of this video. If you really enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this, and comment down below why I'm wrong, because a lot of people are going to do that. And as always, I am the Anime Bro, and see you guys later. Peace!